Hey guys, it's Missy. I just wanted to come live to you. My goodness, it is Sunday evening and I am like so excited that you guys are going to be in this health bet group that starts tomorrow with prep week, okay? And so I am getting ready to send all of you guys an email basically asking you to join the group, and you'll do that, and then you'll have a tutorial of the new app that you'll be able to go through. And basically it's simple, it's easy. We're gonna have great posts this week, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Shakeology and why Shakeology is so important. You know, guys, for me, Shakeology was a major game changer, okay? I had been at a plateau in my weight, in my fitness level and in my, at my weight. I couldn't like get off of this certain number, it was starting to like creep up a little bit. And I was working out, like an hour a day. And I was doing, Pilates, and I was doing HIIT workouts, and, I was in good condition, like, as far as that goes. My flexibility was good. There was things with my body that were good, but my nutrition was not where it needed to be. And honestly, that's what had to change. And so Shakeology is basically, it's a whole food meal replacement. It's not a protein shake. So I don't want any of you guys to misunderstand what Shakeology is. It has protein in it, but it's not at a level that's very, very high. Like, it's got like 16 grams, 17 grams of protein. Hey, Liz. And so it's not like a muscle building shake, protein shake. It's not a protein shake. It's got protein in it, but it's also got carbs in it. And it also has fiber. It also has your healthy fat in it, but it has these amazing superfoods in it. And that is the game changer that everybody experiences, that's what happens when everybody gets, started with Shakeology, is because the superfoods in it are incredible. They basically, for me, they totally wiped out any cravings for like chocolate and candy, which I was like a stress eater in the afternoons, mostly like pretzels, Jolly Ranchers, and chocolate, like little fun size bars and stuff. And what happened was, whenever I started feeding my body the nutrients that it needed, which are in Shakeology, and shrinking down my portions. But more importantly, I didn't start shrinking down my portions until like about 4 weeks into T25, whenever I got 21-day fix. So my Shakeology was the game changer. And within 4 to 5 days, like, I immediately felt a difference. I immediately felt I had more control over my eating in the afternoons. Like, I did not stress eat. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I remember telling, my coach at the time, she's still my coach, but I remember telling her at the time that I was amazed. I couldn't believe it, that I wasn't having any of these crazy cravings, yes. And, like, Liz got off of cholesterol medications, after being on it. How long were you on it, Liz, before you had gotten tested? They did your normal physical test. I don't remember what you said, but I know that Rebecca was also taken off of her. She's another challenger that was also taken off of her blood pressure meds, and her cholesterol meds, and it was her numbers were crazy down. And my mom, got off of her metformin, which was, she was diagnosed pre-diabetic, and so she was on Shakeology, and within 6 months she was off of her metformin because her A1C level came down. And she's still monitored every it had been like 5 to 6 years, Liz. Wow. Yeah, so that's amazing that you got to get off of those cholesterol medications. And Liz, for many of you guys don't know, she's like still going strong. And I just got to see her today and give her a hug and play with her little girl on Snapchat. But it's amazing that, what these superfoods do. And, the thing is that the difference between the Shakeology and the difference between any other kind of shake or anything else that's claiming to have like, you know, 10 superfoods in it or 5 superfoods in it, is that we are very highly regulated. Like, we go to the countries and we search out all of these different superfoods, and we make sure that the regulations in those countries are under the right, they're following the right guidelines, guys, because it can be anything for some company to like throw a bunch of stuff in a bag and say, okay, this is some superfoods or whatever. Well, you're not going to get the same effect. You're not going to get the same results. And so, you know, this, you know, Shakeology is worth it. At first, honestly, you know, I have to say that I didn't think I was going to stay on it. I didn't think I was going to be able to be on it. And I quickly realized within that first week or two that it was not an option. I felt better at 43 years old. I was less stressed at 43 years old, and I was still in the crazy high stress job of director of nursing, but I was able to handle things better. My focus was better, you know, my, you know, just things started happening that were better. My body felt better. And so I wasn't willing to give that up. So I did what I had to do. And 2 weeks later, my husband got on it too. And he drinks strawberry Shakeology religiously. And he has a condition called cardiomyopathy. And he was diagnosed, Lord, we've been together 21 years. And so he was diagnosed probably, I guess, 16 years ago. And yeah, 16 years ago, whenever Logan was like 2, that's right. And he had to be put on medication. And there was, my connection is bad, sorry, little bleep. There was a time where, you know, we were at the doctor's office and we were talking, you know, about an internal defibrillator device, okay? And that's scary, guys, okay? I didn't know, you know, if he was going to live. He didn't know if he was going to live. You know, it was scary. And the best part about this, you know, him drinking Shakeology, is that, you know, it honestly has healed his heart. And I know that's hard for you guys to believe, but, you know, his doctor can tell you he doesn't have to take any medications anymore. His ejection fraction is up to 48%. And 52 is normal. It had gone down to like 28%, 30, you know, 35. It was hanging in 35s, and then all of a sudden, you know, with, you know, his medication that he was taking and then drinking Shakeology, he had gone like about a month without taking his medication. And we went to the doctor, and he did all the tests, and his doctor said, well, you don't need to take it anymore because your ejection fraction is back to normal. And so get off of it, and we don't need to put you back on it. And so guess what? He still goes to the doctor, you know, once a year, and he's not on it. And so that is a miracle, guys. That's a miracle. And so, you know, and that didn't happen until like last fall whenever I found that out, okay? So it's almost been a year since we found that out. And I don't talk about that a lot. Yeah, I know, Liz, I don't talk about that a lot. I know. But I do talk mostly about my mom who, you know, suffers from lupus, and she hasn't had a flare-up in 2 years since she started on it. And, you know, it just does so many different wonderful things. Like, it, you know, if you have triglyceride problems, like, it totally, like, helps you get your triglycerides in order as well. I do have one nurse right now who is on it, and she is a brittle diabetic, has an insulin pump, and, you know, her A1C, whenever she first started, was like 9.6, and now it's like 7.2. And that was 2 months ago. So that just gives you a little insight about what Shakeology is and how phenomenal it is. And I just wanted to share that on here because sometimes, you know, you just have to really try it, and you just and it's the best time right now whenever all of the programs are on sale with Shakeology. They come with it, so you basically get a program, a complete $60 program for $10, you know, whenever you get started with Shakeology. And so I know anybody that, you know, follows me and that has gotten to a point in their life and they don't know what else to do. They have tried everything in the book and nothing is working, and they trust me and they believe in me because they see me doing this every day, and they know where my heart is in this. They try it and they understand it. It clicks and things start happening and things start changing. And, you know, our bodies and our food, guys, that we have here in the United States is not that nutritious anymore like whenever we were kids. I mean, you know, an apple today in an apple compared to whenever we were like little, there's the nutritional value is like, I forgot what the studies say, but it's ridiculously low. And that's why, you know, it's so important to like get, you know, the nutrients and the minerals that, you know, are in Shakeology, because at least I can say that at least once a day I'm having the healthiest meal of my day in Shakeology, and it tastes freaking good because I, you know, am a mixologist with it, and we all have fun, and all of the Beachbody coaches have, you know, learned how to make it awesome and great, and I can still drink it with just water and ice. And I like the strawberry water and ice, or with cashew milk and water and ice if I have to shake it in my little shaker right here that comes with your pack. But I typically make it like I want to enjoy it. Like I drink cafe latte frappuccinos like every morning, and I today I had a mocha one, and it's just awesome, and that's what I do. So I know this is a lot of information, but I just wanted to come on here quick and talk to you a little bit about Shakeology and why it's so important for your health. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask them below. And I will answer them, okay? And so thank you guys for joining. Thanks, Liz, for being on. It was great seeing you. All right, so talk to y'all soon. Bye.